Hi dear students, good morning to all. Today we are going to see Kirchhoff's circuit law. Kirchhoff's circuit law, you might be get some knowledge. This is the basic circuit law which is used to solve in electrical circuits. So there are two Kirchhoff's circuit law are there. They are the Kirchhoff's first law and Kirchhoff's second law. The Kirchhoff's first law is called as the Kirchhoff's current law. So current law, what it is saying, the algebraic sum of all the currents entering and leaving a node must be equal to 0. What it's saying, the algebraic sum of all the currents entering and leaving a node must be equal to 0. This is the Kirchhoff's current law. So it means that the Kirchhoff's current law can only applied in a node. Only applied in a node or a junction point. The application of current law is called as nodal analysis. That means when you apply the Kirchhoff's current law, a particular electrical circuit, it is called as the nodal analysis because the Kirchhoff's current law can be applied in a node, right? So let us to see what is node. This is a node. You can see that this is the node. This is a node, a junction point where more than two branches are coming. So you can say this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. That means you can say current of I1, a current of I2, a current of I3, a current of I4, a current of I5. You can say this is a junction point node where the I1, I2, I3, I4, I5 join together, this node. So here you can see the current I1 is coming in, I2 is coming in, I3 is coming in, and I4, I5 are going out. So here we should keep in our mind that the incoming current positive and outgoing current negative. Otherwise, vice versa also can be takes place. That is one current income, one current positive, another current is negative. Incoming positive means outgoing negative, outgoing positive means income negative, like that. But we normally take incomings are positive and outgoing are the negative. So the according to the Kirchhoff's current law, the current entering the node equals current leaving the node also you can say. That means I1 plus I2 plus I3 equal to I4 plus I5. That also can be said, right? That also can be said. This is, let us go for the next slide. We could say, why is not moving? The three currents entering the node I1, I2, I3 are all positive in values, and the two currents leaving the node I4, I5 are the negative in values. So you have the equation I1 plus I2 plus I3 minus I4 minus I5 equal to 0. So simple language. The node in electrical circuit generally referred to a common connection or junction of two or more current carrying paths or elements. So node means what? You can say the definition of the node in an electrical circuit generally refers to a connection or junction of two or more current carrying paths or elements. So, and another one information we should keep in your mind that Kirchhoff's current law in parallel circuits analysis. Kirchhoff's current law in parallel circuit analysis. What is parallel? What is series? I would be telling you in the coming sequence of these slides. So, Kirchhoff's second law, that is called as a voltage law, right? The basic fundamental response in electrical, two things. One is current, another one is voltage. So, one is based on current, another one is based on voltage. Based on current, Kirchhoff's current law. Based on voltage, Kirchhoff's voltage law. The second law is Kirchhoff's voltage law. The algebraic sum of all the voltages within the loop must be equal to 0. Within a loop. So what is loop? We see. This is a loop, closed path. Loop is nothing but a closed path, and I have a resistance 4 different resistors, they have been connected one after another. One after another. It is called as a series connection. So the loop will be made if the elements are connected in series, one after another, right? One after another. If it is connected in series, then it is called as a loop. So here what is said according to the Kirchhoff's voltage law, the sum of all the voltage drops around the loop is equal to 0. That means the voltage available across each element connected in this loop. Each element means here one R is there, here one R is there, here one R is there, here one R is there. So 4 elements. So when you sum up the voltage drop in each element in this loop, it should be equal to 0. That is what I am just voltage VAB, matlab voltage between this 2 point, voltage across this element, and VBC, voltage across this element, VCD, voltage across this element, VDA, voltage of this element should be equal to 0. So Kirchhoff's voltage law says that in a closed path or closed loop, algebraic sum of potentials present in the loop must be 0, right? So it is important to maintain the same direction, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. I mean, what does mean? Suppose if you take the direction in this, then the entire circuit use the same direction. Suppose you start from this direction, then you should have for entire element this direction. Direction may be clockwise or direction may be anti-clockwise. Any one of the directions should be applied for a particular loop. Suppose you have more than one loop. In every individual loop, you can have any one direction, right? That is what here it is saying. The Kirchhoff's voltage law used in analyzing the series circuit. Yes, series circuit. This is the series circuit. Example of the series circuit. Series means what? One after another, after another, after another. They have been connected one after another in the sequence, and that is called as a series circuit. And here the current will be remaining same. Whatever current will flow this element, the same current will flow here also, the same current will flow here also, the same current will be flow here also. That means in a series circuit or in a closed path, the irrespective of the element, whatever may be available, but the current flow will be remaining same. This we have to keep in our mind. In a closed path, irrespective of the any element, the current will be same across each element, right? So this is the Kirchhoff's voltage law. So we come to the general things we have seen. Now we come when analyzing either DC circuits or AC circuits. We should also know basically there are two type of supplies are there. One is DC supply, direct current. Another one is the AC supply, alternating current. So the sources from where we are getting electricity, they are producing the alternating current. We might be knowing it. Power generating stations, thermal power station, nuclear power stations, like that we have no conventional hydropower plant. They are generating the power in the form of AC. They are not the DC one, right? So, and also, but we have DC circuits also, electronic circuits which are working DC circuits. So presently, just keep in mind DC circuits and AC circuits. DC circuits means it use the source of DC. Battery supply is a DC, right? Battery supply DC, a solar panel DC, like that. So DC supply, when your circuit is offered by a DC source, it is DC circuit. When a circuit is offered by the AC source, then it is a AC circuit. So the Kirchhoff's current law can be used in both the cases. Kirchhoff's current law, voltage law will be used in both the circuits, not only for DC circuit, not only for AC circuit. It can be applied in DC circuit or AC circuits, no matter, right? So, but when you have the circuit in which there are so many definitions and terminology are there, so many definitions and terminology are used to describe the parts of the circuit being analyzed, such as you can say node. Just we will see what is node. Already also we have seen node, path, branches, loops, and meshes. Those terms are used frequently in the circuit analysis, so it is important to understand them, right? So let us to see common circuit theory terms. What does first? What does circuit? A circuit is a closed loop conducting path in which an electrical current flow. Circuit is a closed loop conducting path in which electrical currents are flow. That means so many elements which would be connected in the circuit like that. Here we have seen this is also electrical circuit. We can say it's electrical circuit. But here we have resistance. Here also resistance. Here also resistance. Here also resistance. There is no sources available. Sources means that which is supplying electricity. Resistance is a load, right? Resistance is a load which is consuming the electricity. Load means that device which is consuming electricity. It's a load in electrical point of view, and source means the one which is supplying the electricity, right? So this is also a circuit, but here we do not have any sources, right? Any sources. So that is circuit. Path, a single line of connecting elements or sources. We can say here also, this is path. This is one point, this one point between you have connected a element. This is called as a path. Current is flowing in this path. This also one path, this also one path, this also one path. Path will represent through the element and through which the current will be flowing, right? That is path. You can say how many path here? You can say one path, two path, three path, four paths. The four element are four path available. Right? What is node? A node is a junction, a connection or terminal within a circuit where two or more circuit elements are connected or joined together, giving a connection point between two or more branches. Node is indicated by a dot. That is what I'm telling. Simple concept. Node means the point where the current division is take place. The point where the current division is take place. I would be showing that also. That branch means a branch is a singular group of components such as resistance or source which are connected between two nodes. Between two nodes, connected between two nodes. We can let us to show this circuit here. Let us to come here. This is the branch. We say branch or path, both are same. Branch, this is one node, this is one node. Why I am making here node? Because suppose I say here a voltage is there and a current is coming this way, it will get diverted to here and here, right? So this is a node. Similarly, the current coming here will divert here and divert here. So this is a node. I cannot have node here because whatever current is comes through this path will go this way. It will not get any diversion in this particular point, and hence you cannot claim it as a node, right? This is a very important things we should keep in our mind, because students many times used to get confusion about the node, whether I should have node or not, right? Whether I should have node or not, like that. This is what happened. This is not node, this also not node, because whatever current comes here, it will go this way, that's all. But here I can have a node because suppose here current is coming here, it will go this way one current, this way one current. So current division is taking place. So we should simply keep in our mind that a node is a point where current division is taking place. Simple concept, right? This is your closed path, loop, closed path. So node, branch, right? This are giving information. Right? This is one loop. A loop is a simple closed path in a circuit in which no circuit element or node is encountered more than once. Loop means not more than one the element is considered. Mesh is a single loop series path that does not contain any other path. There are no loops inside a mesh. There are no loop inside a mesh. So it means what you can see. So this is loop. This also loop. This also loop, right? They can have further loop like this. But mesh means suppose I have this is. I consider this is a mesh, means here there cannot be any more individual loop. So that is what he is saying. What is saying? A mesh is a single closed loop series path that does not contain any other path. It will not have any other path. There are no loops inside a mesh. right? Inside a mesh, you cannot have any loop. Components are said to be connected together in series if the same current value flow through the all the components. This is what I simply say. Current is remaining same in series circuit. Example, this is, I have a closed path here where the current is flowing and it is a closed path connected in series. Here same current will flow. There will be no different current. The same current will flow here also, here also. I won't do by mark, right? The components are said to be connected in parallel if they have the same voltage applied across them. So that is, you can say, the voltage available across 2 points will be remaining same, or you can say when the current is taking diversion, that the elements are connected in parallel. You can say they connected in parallel. This means this element and this element, they have been connected in parallel. In parallel, voltage remaining same. In series, current remaining same. This you have to keep in your mind. In series, current remaining same. In parallel, voltage remaining same, right? So the base circuit is giving a basic information about what is loop, what is branch, what is node, and what is series, what is parallel. All those, this information we have understand. So this is very important for the Kirchhoff's voltage law or current law analysis purpose, right? So this is the topic which we have discussed so far here. What we have understood today is that the Kirchhoff voltage law means what? Kirchhoff's current law means what? What is Kirchhoff's voltage law? What is Kirchhoff's current law? And where we are utilizing it or where we are using. So Kirchhoff's current law means it is algebraic sum of current at any node is 0. Algebraic sum of current in any node is 0, current law. Algebraic sum of voltage in a closed path 0, voltage law. Voltage law applied in a closed path, current law applied in a node. Node means the junction point where current division is takes place, right? What does node means? The place or the point where the current division is taking place. Branch means what? The element which is connected between 2 points or 2 nodes. Loop means it have a closed path, and mesh means it cannot have any further closed path. One single closed path will be there. That is called as a mesh, right? So up to this we could have discussed today. The next lecture we will be discussing the application of Kirchhoff's current law, voltage law. That means we will take an example and we will solve the example by Kirchhoff's voltage law as well as Kirchhoff's current law, right? That lecture we will see in the next class. That lecture we will be seeing in the next class. So with this we would stop this our lecture, and in the next lecture we will be seeing the our another topic.